Plaid Cymru have pledged in its manifesto to support Welsh independence, claiming that it's the best way to deliver fairness and ambition.
Yeah, the party also says that Brexit was a failure and Wales would be best served by rejoining the EU, even though Wales voted to leave in the 2016 referendum. Leader of Plaid Cymru, Rhynap Iorwerth, forgive me. Rhynap Iorwerth, you join us now.
Ap Iorwerth is the surname, so Rhynap Iorwerth. There you go, good to be here.
Welsh yma.
Good to see you.
Da iawn, bore da.
Nice to...
So, you want to take back, if you like, your opportunity...
Control, yeah.
Take back control, take back your opportunity to rejoin the EU, but your people voted to leave.
Let's say what we're actually saying in this election. We're saying that the UK actually should join the customs union and the single market. It was 8 years last Sunday, unbelievably, that the votes took place. I was on the losing side, if you like, then, but we went about the business of thinking, OK, if we're leaving the European Union, as it was decided in that vote, and yes, Wales voted to leave, how can we do it in a less damaging way? And we actually worked with Labour members of Welsh Government on a document securing Wales's future. And we said back then, what we could do is be in the customs union of the single market outside the European Union. And we still believe that now, that there's a less harmful way of having that relationship with the European Union to help the economy and help trade in Wales.
Well, the EU has moved on significantly since we've left. What makes you think they'd, first of all, have you back? And what benefit would there be being a member of the customs union when you'd have no power to change any of the policies of the EU?
But genuinely, what benefit is there from choosing to be as far outside the world's biggest trading bloc as possible? I talk to business leaders in Wales, and I talk to people employed in those businesses in Wales every day. And it's clear to them that they see the harm, the economic harm of being outside that customs union of the single market. You know, I have the port of Holyhead in the constituency that I serve, and the drop in trade through Holyhead has been very, very visible. Let's build that new relationship with the European Union in a way that helps trade in Wales, and that doesn't disrespect the votes that happened 8 years ago, although I'm a pro-European, you know. I'd want to be in the European Union, but this is pragmatic.
Right, but one break that you are in favour for is the breaking of the coalition that you've done with Labour in Wales. You're predicted to lose votes because of that. Are you risking...
On what grounds do you say that?
You're predicted to lose votes to Labour because of that, because it's not a joint vote. So are you giving an opportunity for, or are you risking giving Wales a voice?
It's the first time I've heard that analysis, I must say. We were in a relationship with Welsh Government because I go into politics to get things done. You know, I don't want to win an election and then sit back and do nothing. And we managed to do things that I'm very proud of in working positively with Welsh Government on introducing free school meals, helping people to be able to afford a home in their own constituency. But there came a time when we had a new First Minister in Wales, embroiled in the biggest scandal we've ever had in the history of devolution, accepting £200,000 from a convicted environmental polluter to his campaign, refusing to acknowledge there was any issue with that. And he was making it clear he wanted to move in a different direction to his predecessor. So we thought, too many distractions.
Talking about getting things done, though, I mean, time during a coalition or assisting the Labour Party in Wales.
We weren't assisting the Labour Party in Wales. This is getting things done on behalf of
getting things done. Well, that's great. I mean, NHS waiting lists in Wales. In October 2023, the NHS Wales waiting lists were the highest on record.
Yeah, appalling.
Appalling, right? Post-16 outcomes in education are the worst in the UK.
All under Labour.
Right. Now, what's your policy to change that?
Well, it's all under Labour. We have a different viewpoint. We think Wales has
suffered... So how will you change that?
We've suffered a double whammy here. We've suffered 14 years of cuts by the Conservatives, and we've suffered this terrible mismanagement by Labour. One, we say we need fair funding for Wales. Wales is still funded according to population. We think there should be a reassessment of how the Treasury shares out money. That could be...
So your solution to waiting lists is more money, which is very often what all parties...
That's a part of it. But we had a bizarre sight early in this campaign of the Labour Health Minister in Wales holding up a placard saying she wanted to modernise the NHS. She's literally running the NHS in Wales. Labour mismanagement needs to be stopped. We have plans, 500 extra GPs, for example. a new cancer plan for Wales. We need to change the way the NHS in Wales is run and move away from those 25 years of Labour control.
Now, one of the things that you also want to get your hands on, if I can put it as sort of crudely as that, is the money that should be becoming available now that HS2 has been cancelled. I think you say that the H in HS2 is hypocrisy, don't you? That's one of your lines. Why should that money go to Wales when it was a project for England?
Well, exactly. You've answered the question. Yes, because it's a project for England, but it was designated as an England and Wales project, with Wales paying for it, even though there's not a centimetre of it in Wales. We say it should be redesignated, as you recognise, as an England-only project, and that would release billions of pounds for us to spend on infrastructure.
Well, I guess it wasn't an England-only project in the sense that it was to increase transport across England and Wales.
But there's no track in Wales.
But now that it's not... I know it wasn't going into Wales, but surely going...
Or near Wales.
OK. So why should you get... If you weren't going to benefit from it in any way, you're saying that you were paying for it?
Correct. It was designated England and Wales. Because of that, Scotland got some extra cash. Northern Ireland got some extra cash. And Wales were paying for it. As spending on HS2 went up, the money available to spend on rail in Wales went down. I can see from your face that you can see that that's wrong. We say that's wrong. The Labour Welsh Secretary-to-be, Jo Stevens, agreed. We posted something yesterday that Wales was owed billions of pounds. Now that she's about to get into power, she's decided that HS2 doesn't exist. Bizarrely, we're owed that money. And imagine what we can do in terms of building rail and public transport in Wales with that infrastructure. Well, it's an injustice.
But is England getting... Sorry,
No, it's... listen, look, I have to wonder what the point of Plaid Cymru is, if it's not to sort of influence, because, let's face it, you're not going to end up in government. But the fundamental mission always has been at the heart of your party, independence for Wales, right? And initially, the party previously put a deadline on a referendum for independence for 2026. Now, that's not going to happen now. And on top of it, public opinion's gone down from about 30% to about 18%, as I understand it.
Public opinion has never been so high in favour of independence for Wales. You go back a few years, you were talking single figures in favour of independence for Wales. And no matter how you look at it, the trajectory is very, very clear. You have 50% of the youngest age groups now saying that they want Wales to be independent. And this, to me, is about us being able to take those levers of change into our own hands. More and more people are getting excited about it.
Then give them away to the UK.
Oh, you know what?
How can you be in favour of independence when you want to come out of the UK Union and then go into the Europe again?
Of Welsh independence. Welsh independence is about internationalism. It's about building new links internationally. I see it as a redesign of the United Kingdom. I see it as a redesign of the United Kingdom, building a new relationship between Wales and Scotland and Northern Ireland and England. Brexit was about, burning bridges.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't
at all.
But it certainly had an impact on the economy in Wales, as has been pointed out.
The point is, though, that it's like the SNP in Scotland.
You never were able to talk about the benefits of Brexit, though,
I will happily talk about the benefits of Brexit, but you're trying to change the subject now, because the SNP implied... Look, I get the wishes for independence. As somebody who voted Brexit, I totally get that. But it's total hypocrisy to say you want to come out of the UK Union, which has been a huge success, and then go into the EU again.
I genuinely see it as being the polar opposite of it. As I say, it's about redesigning the relationship. Most people watching this morning will agree that there's something fundamentally wrong currently with the UK. Part of the answer that we're putting forward is, well, let's redesign it. Let's think again. Independent countries are working together.
There was a commission on this, and it looked like, I think, Rowan Williams was on it, and amongst other things, he said, he said that the least attractive or the least favourable option was independence. That's
not right again. They came up with 3 viable options for the future of Wales. One, more devolution. One, federalism.
Right.
The problem with that is that England is so big. And the other one was independence.
I have to leave it there. I have to say whether you agree with your view on Europe or not. There'll be a number of people thinking of voting Plaid that might be a little bit persuaded by the fact that in your manifesto you want Wales to have an independent presence at the Eurovision Song Contest.
Absolutely.
So I agree with that.
We certainly...
That's a good idea.
Now, we got the heated here.
Ian very grumpy this morning, apparently. He's been up all night, but that's delighted him. Well done, Reen.